welcome to my channel. And today what we're going to do is we are going to start the tutorial to make this wooden heart that we did for my Shabby Valentine YouTube hop. So I am super excited to share this with you guys. I really, when I do something like mixed media or, other projects too, I really don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm kind of excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm really excited to share this with you. So I wanted to share also that I am going to be using this beautiful Prima stencil on here, and I've already gessoed my wooden plank here. Okay, and this is something that I bought from, I think it's either from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I think it's Michael's because it's Art Minds. But I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. It's been in my stash for a while. So, and then, like I said, this Prima stencil that I've had in my stash is a 12 by 12 stencil, and I'm not sure the name of it, but I've had it for a long time. It doesn't really give me the name of the stencil, but there's lots of other stencils by Prima, and you'll just have to see what is also available if they still have these. I'm not sure because, like I said, it's been in my stash for a while. So the other thing I'm going to use is this super beautiful little card on here. It says lovely. It says be lovely, be kind. Not quite sure. There we go. And this little card, okay, is actually from this beautiful paper set by Recollections. It is plush peonies, and it was a hot buy, and it is so pretty, y'all. It is just absolutely gorgeous. It's got this pink and through it, and it's got some rose gold, or not rose gold, gold sheets in here that are embossed. See, like this. So beautiful, beautiful papers in this, and it's got, see the gold with the pink embossing through it. So pretty, y'all. It's got marble paper, this beautiful peony throughout the paper. You get green. Such beautiful, beautiful borders in this collection. Absolutely gorgeous. And I just love this, and I want to use that little card, but I really like this one. It says be lovely, be kind, be beautiful. But that is so pretty, and I love that. This is my favorite, one of my favorite pages, and it says love on it. So pretty. Oh my gosh. So you get lots of different sheets in here, just absolutely gorgeous. So, but I just wanted to share this with you. So you'll have to go down to Michael's and check it out. So, like I said, I went ahead and gessoed this already, and what I used is I just used a clear gesso that I picked up over at Michael's. Okay, and it's just a clear gesso, alrighty. And I was gonna do white, but I really like the wood backing on this. So pretty, y'all. And so I just, I couldn't I couldn't bear the thought of covering that up. So we are going to try this and see how this works, and I'm hoping that it works out okay. But I do have some odds and ends from my stash that I'm going to put on here, and we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and fast forward through the video, but I'm also going to be talking to you while I'm fast forwarding, and I think I've done that in a few of my other videos. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get started gessoing the top of our wooden heart here. And what I'm using is just the Latex Professional Clear Gesso, and you can grab this over at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Joann's, okay? And it comes on white, but it actually will dry clear, okay? So the next part, after my heart dried, I went ahead and tried out some different laces that I had in my stash or that I had bought from Hobby Lobby earlier. And I decided to go ahead and bring in this beautiful pink one from Renee Bouquet's store. It was sitting in my stash. It actually came in a kit, and it's just been sitting there for a while. And I just love the pink against the wooden grain of the plaque, so I just went ahead and used this one. Now, you saw me laying across the gel medium, and that is a gloss heavy gel. And I just went ahead and laid that across the board, and then went ahead and laid the lace right on top of that and patted it into the heavy gel, okay? And then you're gonna let that dry. The next thing I did is I grabbed the stencil and I went ahead and laid that on top of the board, and just kind of checking out what position I wanted and where I wanted everything. And then I just went ahead and grabbed my paste and placed that right on top of there. Now you do need sort of like either a little spatula or your little knife, and you just go ahead and smooth that out like I'm doing here. Now, as I spread out the paste, I didn't make the paste very heavy, so I did a very light coat on there, so it's just basically even with the stencil, okay? As you see, I'm just scraping the excess off of there, and then I went ahead and grabbed the excess and then applied it up in the left-hand corner. And I just, again, just went ahead and scooped off all the excess so it wouldn't be very heavy. Now, once I got all of the textured paste where I wanted it for this portion of the plaque, I went ahead and grabbed my heat gun, and I did go ahead and kind of dry those areas because I did want another flower down in the left-hand corner. So once those areas were dry, I was able to place my stencil on top of them without worrying about them being smushed or messed up or anything like that. Okay, so now we are at the fun part, y'all. So now we are at the decorating part, and what I did was I just grabbed some of my white flowers and then my chalks, and these are old stamping up stuff, stamping up chalks that I had in my stash, and I went ahead and spritzed my white flowers with some water, and then grabbed just a paintbrush and dipped that into the chalk, and then just kind of went around the white flowers as they were a little damp. You don't want them very wet because then they'll be kind of soppy, but you just want them a couple of drops on them, will do good, and then the color will stick to them, okay? And then just set them aside and so they'll dry. So when I'm off camera, if you see me grab some of the white flowers, I'm actually spraying them with some water, and right here I'm just coloring them with the chalk. Okay, so for this next part, I just wanted to share with you real quick these three little hearts. I actually had a packet of hearts that are from Bo Bunny, and these have been in my stash. I believe I bought these over at Tuesday Mornings, and so those we are going to go ahead and use on top of our plaque. The next thing I did was I went ahead and started painting the roses, and I used the milk paint that is from the Michaels from the Recollections set that I got, and it is Vintage Romance, I believe. But you could also, I also used the spun, I think it's Spun Sugar from Tim Holtz Distress Paint, so you can also use that as well. And then the spray here I am using is the Prima Color Bloom spray, and is the Peony Color Mist. So that's the color, that's kind of like a little bit of a red kind of pinky color, and I just went ahead and spritzed that on there and then just kind of blended it with my finger. Now for these little hearts, I went ahead and used Distress Paint by Tim Holtz, and it is the Spun Sugar. So I went ahead and did 3 here, but I actually painted 4 of these hearts and then layered a couple of them on top of each other. So here I just went ahead and grabbed the Color Bloom Peony Spray Mist and sprayed it on top of the roses, and then it was a little too dark, so I went ahead and went back over them with my pink paint and just kind of smoothed them out with my finger. And then I went ahead and did pink paint on the stem and the leaves and just a little bit all over the place. And then I went ahead and also grabbed the Color Bloom Pearl White because I wanted to tone down some of the pink. It was too pinky, so if you understand what I mean. And so I just think that the white added a little bit of a contrast between the 2 pinks and then the wood, and I think it looked really pretty. Here I'm getting ready to use the Renee Bouquet little doily, and I just love that. It's so pretty. And I thought about using that little white frame, but I decided not to. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gathering the items that I have, and I'm just placing them around the little heart plaque here, and just trying to get an idea of where I want everything. So for this next portion, I went ahead and grabbed a couple of doilies from my stash, and then I went ahead and used the gel medium to glue them down. And I did 2, so I layered 2 of them on top of the wooden plaque there and on the lace. And then now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the little card and I'm going to place that up there, and I'm going to glue that down. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start placing down and gluing down all of my embellishments for decorating. So I'll be playing some music for you during this decorating portion of the video. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the rose gold beads from Renee Bouquet store to the plaque, and I'll get the heavy gel medium to adhere them down. Well, y'all, I'm all done with this Shabby Valentine wall decor. I hope that you all enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you all for joining me, and I will talk to you soon.